Oh no! My lips stuck together! What does liquid latex and makeup have to do with each other? Literally nothing, but today they are going to go together because I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup on top of liquid latex, and then I'm going to peel off my entire face of makeup at the end of this video. So if you're as excited and curious as I am to see how this turns out, keep on watching. So my friend Destiny did this video over on TikTok a few days ago, and it did very well, and I was absolutely shocked at how amazing it looked. To be honest, it just was super cool, and I really didn't think it was going to look as good as it did before she took it off. And then also like seeing it being taken off was like very satisfying. So I was like, I'm gonna do this, but put it on YouTube. So please make sure to check out her content, which will be linked in my description box below. So besides that, I'm going to first make sure that my face is dry and oil-free, of course. And I bought this Mayron liquid latex. Now, I've used liquid latex once in my life, and it was a terrible experience. It was when I was going to makeup artistry school, and I had to do like this special effects thing, and the smell of it made me gag, and not in a good way. So I'm just gonna hope that I can get through it today for the sake of this video because I'm super excited. Okay, so I got the top off. Ugh. The smell, you have no idea. Like, I don't know if you've smelled liquid latex, but it's atrocious. So I really have no idea how much I'm supposed to put on, but regardless, I'm going to try and apply it pretty quickly. Okay, this is going to take forever if I use this little thing. So I think I'm gonna dump some of it out and apply it with a larger brush. Okay, so this brush is going to apply it hopefully much faster. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be faster. And I don't know how thick or thin of a layer I'm supposed to do, so we're just gonna wing it. I really hope that my face doesn't hate me after this. It looks kind of gross on the skin. It's like clumpy. So that might be an issue, but oh well. Like, why is it doing that? It's literally like separating as it touches my face. But we're gonna make it work regardless. Alrighty, this is what we have, and it's been drying for like 30 minutes. And as you can see, obviously it's very reflective, so it looks more messed up than it actually is, but spots like this are just like chunky and it refuses to dry, and I've done this like 3 times, so this is the best we're gonna get. It's the best you're gonna get, and we're putting makeup on top, which is kind of really the whole point of this video, so I really don't care that much. It'll be okay because it's getting peeled off anyway. So I'm gonna throw on my brows really quickly, and you're only gonna see like a couple seconds of it because brows is not the point of this video. Okay, brows are done, and it's really hard to talk, but foundation time. And please don't think you're gonna get like makeup perfection today, like typical Cody Jay makeup perfection, because I assure you, and I promise you, and I guarantee you that's not happening because we don't actually care that much during this video. This is just for fun and to do something a bit crazy. So I'm just gonna start stamping this on. I'm actually quite curious to see what the finish is like. I feel like on camera it might not look as bad, but in person it's rough. You see all the little lines. It still looks bad on camera. You see all the little lines and the little chunks. I was hoping some of those chunks would just go away, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But we're just working with it. This, again, not meant to be some glam, perfect makeup look. It's just supposed to be fun and shocking. Oh no! My lips stuck together! Now I gotta redo these. Gosh dang it. That was my least favorite part. Always something. Always something. Okay, do I wish that the foundation would be like super smooth and perfect so you like really didn't know that there was latex on my face? Yes. But did that happen? No. And do you really care? No. So I'm going to reapply my lip latex, and then I will let this dry as I'm doing my concealer. Concealer. I hope I don't look like this when I'm older. Trying to blend this out. I need to stop talking because my lips get stuck together and it ruins it, so I'm just saying. This is a mess. It's a mess. Bronzer, because maybe this could save it. Stamp that on. I need to like talk like this so my lips don't touch. You know, my lips. My lips. I mean, blush. They'll never know it's latex. They'll never know. Setting spray. 'Cause duh. Highlighter. You know, because I definitely want to bring attention to my nose. Okay, let's throw some eyeshadow on. Now this is going to be the fastest and ugliest look you've ever seen because we are not putting any effort into this. No. Just going to put a little wash of color and then we'll deepen it up. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to deepen it up a little bit now. Okay, but why is that kind of pretty? A little pop of purple, I think. That's pretty. And we're gonna blend the edges over just a smidgen. Do a little smudge underneath. It looks so scary. Throw on some mascara. Okay, we're gonna do some lashes real quick and then move on to lipstick. We're gonna use some Makeup Geek Graceful Lashes. Yes, you can use code Cody Jay for 10% off your order still. Okay, lashes are half-assed on, but let's quickly move on to lipstick because I'm tired of having this all on my face and I wanted to peel it off. Ew. Oh, it doesn't even like apply. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Ugh. Holy dryness. It looks like the nastiest dry crusty lips you've ever seen and I'm so excited actually to take this off. So excited. Okay, who's excited for me to peel off this makeup? I know I am because I look crusty, nasty, and gross. Okay, now before I peel this off, you better have already hit that like button, left me a comment, and shared this video like 9 times. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know where to start, but like, I don't know. Let's just start down. I don't know. Let's start here at the top. Yeah, that makes more sense. Where it's like, ew, real crusty and nasty. Ooh, that feels nasty. I'm gonna put my big mirror in front of me so I can do this with both hands. Oh my god. Ugh. This is nasty. Hold on, thumbnail. Ugh. This is so satisfying though at the same time. I kind of love this. But my face, ooh, it stinks so bad. My face is not going to be happy. Ugh. Gosh, it smells. Okay, let's get a little bit more up here. Oh my gosh. Ow, I didn't need that hair anyway. I'm gonna take these off too because I don't want them on anymore. Let's do right here. So gross. And then the lips, this is gonna be, I don't know how. Oh, there we go, that makes sense. Alright, so I hope you found that to be super satisfying. As you can see in the redness in my face, it is not loving me right now, and overall I look like a dumpster set on fire. So I think that's all I have for today's very random, very weird, very interesting video. But I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you did, let me know in the comments below, of course. But that's all I have for you guys today. We're taking a quick intermission because I'm literally violently vomiting right now. Not even joking. One moment. Today, we decided to put our relationship to the ultimate test, and things are gonna get spicy. And I mean that literally and metaphorically. So fun fact, we've been together for 11 years, 11 long years, and we've been married for over a year. And I would say it's probably been the best 11 years ever. Wouldn't you agree? Mm-hmm. So I thought we would put our relationship to the ultimate test by answering 10 questions from a couple's relationship quiz that I found on Google, while also trying the hottest balls in the world. That's what she said. Okay, so these are Carolina Reaper cheese balls. These have a SHU, which is the Scoville like hot unit or something, of 2.2 million. Now, one thing about me, also fun fact, is black pepper is literally too hot for me. What was that? I'm that white of a person, but him on the other hand, the hotter the better. Like, give it to him as spicy as possible. Oh, say less. So this is from a brand called Anthony's Spices, and these are, quote, the hottest balls you will ever put in your mouth. You're coming home with me. And I just wanted to point out, fun fact, how many times can I say fun fact in one video? But the nutrition facts on the back, it says that a serving size is 48 balls. Now, I'm terrified of eating these. I can't imagine eating 48 of these in like one sitting. So let's get started. Okay, let's give these a whiff. That just smells nasty more than anything. They don't smell spicy. Do you see my hand? I'm like literally shaking because
they don't smell very good at all.
But like I'm shaking because I'm nervous. But we have our almond milk just in case. Dazzle trash can if I have to throw up, but hopefully not.
A few moments later.
We're taking a quick intermission because I'm literally violently vomiting right now.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So we're gonna start off by popping some of these into our mouth and then get started with some questions. Okay, I'll do like 2. Oh no. Oh no. No. Yeah, oh, if I drop F-bombs, don't demonetize me. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's get these questions going. We're starting with questions about the past. I forgot I wasn't gonna swallow them, but here we go. Anyway, okay, question number 1 is, the kid, what did they want to be when they grew up? You can start by answering that. Like, what did I want to be when I grew up?
I don't know.
What?
You wanted to cut hair.
That was like down the road though.
You never told me what you wanted to be when you grew up.
I wanted to be Judge Judy.
You never told me that.
I want to be Judge Judy. I actually want to be a chef. That was my first thing, remember? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna like actually try and speed through these questions because damn. Okay, what did you want to be when you grew up? You wanted to be a firefighter.
I wanted to be an architect.
You want to hear a lie? Well, I think you're great.
He wanted to be an architect, but he went to school for firefighter stuff. But okay, that's fun. Okay, next question is, what's their favorite place that they've traveled to? I would say for you, your favorite place would probably be New Orleans. I feel like you really enjoyed that.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Oh my god. I'm gonna do this whole video. What was my favorite place I traveled to? This is an easy one.
China.
Yes, I went to China for a month. I went to Beijing, Hong Kong, Xi'an, Suzhou, and Shanghai. I'm literally like, these were really hot. You should be so proud of me. Next, we're moving on to questions about the future.
Drink your milk.
Okay, let's have a little bit of almond milk. Do you see my hand? Oh my god. Next question is gonna be from the questions about the future section. This question is, do they want kids? Do you want kids? Yes, you want probably 2 or 3. Do I want kids?
Nope.
But if they're here, I'm okay with it, but I won't go out of my way to like get them. Joey, this is killing me. Okay, next question is, do they ever want to move back to their hometown or never go back? For you, you would go back to your hometown. We live in Florida now, but we used to live in Ohio. He would go back because he misses his house. It was like his dream house. Would I ever want to go back?
No.
I'm gonna vomit.
Because there's nothing in your hometown.
I had to catch myself there. I almost threw up. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to my hometown. Oh my god, I only had like 2. Joey, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I'm really gonna vomit. Okay, next is, how do they feel about marriage? How do you feel about marriage? Like in general, as an institution. Hold on.
3 hours later.
We're taking a quick intermission because I'm literally violently vomiting right now. Not even joking. One moment.
I mean, that's nasty.
Okay, we're back. I'm not going to show you what just happened to this trash can because it was violent, but I needed a good 10 minutes because every orifice was leaking and that was so painful. Like, I wasn't joking. I could feel it in my chest and my throat. I knew it was coming. So ignore the makeup because it's all messed up. Okay. Anyway, back to the question. It was, how do you feel about marriage? Like, in general, the institution of marriage. Not being married to me, but just marriage. How do you feel?
Do you want me to honestly answer that?
Yeah.
How I've always felt?
Yeah, I don't know how you feel, but
I feel it's a piece of paper at the end of the day. At the end of the day, anyone can, some people say they get married so, things get transferred to other people. It's simple as making a will. I made a will 3 years before me and Cody got married to make sure he got my old house and my retirement and everything else that I owned. So
I can understand where he's coming from. I just always liked the thought of marriage growing up, and I'm glad I'm married to him at the end of the day. I can't imagine wanting to be married to anyone else, so I'm happy I have that piece of paper, and I like that I have his last name, and I've been calling myself like his last name since month 3. Since month 3, so.
I think before then, you changed all your social media to my last name. I was like, no.
I did, so now it's official, so I love that for us. Okay, so the next category is questions about sex. And since this is a family-friendly channel, we're only gonna do one, and we're not gonna make it crazy. So, the question is, what is their biggest turn-on? So, what's my biggest turn-on?
Pecs.
Can we show everybody? I mean, yeah, so pecs are my favorite thing. I see a good pair of titties, a good pair of knockers, a good pair of manly milk jugs. I'm set. How about you?
Booties. Anything from the waist down that's thick legs, thick booties. It's over for me.
What did you say the first time we...
You think you have a nice booty.
But what was the exact phrase? You said I had a woman's lower body. Because I have hips and I got a booty.
He literally has a woman's butt. Like, it literally looks like a woman's butt.
Oh, shit.
Even when he was only 130 pounds, he literally had this, he had this big old booty.
And now I'm 170, which is why he said that. So thank you for exposing my
Well, now it's just bigger, so.
It's just bigger. You're welcome. The more the merrier. Okay, so the next 2 questions are from the values category. So the question is, what quality do they value most in others? What do you look for in others most? Like, what's your favorite quality? For me, I would say loyalty, honesty, and someone just knows who they are, and that's it. Like, they don't care what other people think. Like, you be you, period. That's probably most important to me. What about you? Personality,
funny, energetic. I don't really like people that bring you down. I like more people that bring you up.
Who likes Debbie Downers? Okay, the next question is, what's a non-negotiable for them in a relationship? So what's something that if they had it, did it, whatever, like was just an absolute no? Like no.
Not interested, drug use, And then I have to have sex. So
Ooh, he went right for the dirty. Okay, so for me, I would say you have to have goals. You have to have drive in life. Like, I want you to be assured of who you are and what you want in life, like, period. Like, I understand that people go through journeys of discovery and whatnot, but I still want someone to, like, know who they are at the end of the day more than anything. Like, I want you to have a good idea of where you want to be in the future. Like, that's important to me. I would say something that, like, if you do this, I'm not interested, would probably be not liking animals. Because everyone knows I'm a huge animal person. I'm sure you're like, but, like, I love animals and animals are life. So if you don't like animals or you won't tolerate them, like, hit the road, Jack. Not interested. And you love our animals, don't you?
the ones we have, but I know when I die, the house is going to be completely full and destroyed by animals. So
It'll become a pet sanctuary, let's be honest.
pretty much. So I don't care at that point.
Okay, before we move on to the last two, do you want another Carolina Reaper cheese ball?
I'll eat another one.
I truly cannot. Those two took me out.
They're pretty high, and I love hot stuff. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It hits you in a second.
I'm so proud of myself, though, honestly, even though I violently threw up.
It's not even in your system anymore.
Thank God. Okay, the next two questions are about communication. Okay, this question is, how do they like to give love? So what do you do to show me that you love me and vice versa? For me, I would say I show love by, I'm very romantic and I'm nice and I try to do a lot for you, but like I think the main thing is buying you stuff, because like he's a very materialistic person and not in like a negative way. He just likes things, whereas I'm more like about memories and experiences. He likes things. So I like to buy you stuff. I think that's how I show you love the most. How do you like to show me love?
I guess by just doing things for you, like your studios. You know, like the last house I built him his studio. I built a whole entire bedroom for him in the basement for a studio. I guess just things like that, just like providing, getting things done that makes him happy. You know what I mean? Like just like our two cats we just got. Like
I will say, like something about him that I feel like I've said it, maybe not enough, but like he definitely makes certain sacrifices for me. Like he does not love animals, and I know that's kind of hypocritical of what I was just saying a minute ago, but like he'll tolerate them. But like I love animals. Like I've had my ferrets. In a perfect world, he would never have had ferrets. Love all my cats. He would never have all these cats. But so he's always done that for me, and he does take care of a lot of things that I don't want to take care of. Just adult things, insurance stuff, like calling people, like certain things like that that I can absolutely do my own. He takes care of that kind of stuff, so I don't have to worry about it. And yes, he's built both of my studios, which has been amazing. He makes sure everything's wired for me and everything's perfect, all the lighting. So he literally is what allows me to even make these videos at the end of the day. Okay, so the final question in this little couples test is, what do they like most about you? Okay, so what I love about you the most is your tenacity. I know you don't know what that means, but is because you can't walk over him. He knows exactly who he is, and it's pretty much like F anyone else, like who cares? He will always do what he wants to do, no matter what. He will get done what he wants to get done, no matter what. And if someone says he can't do something, he will prove them wrong. And he goes above and beyond with pretty much everything in his life, and I really think that's commendable, and I really do like that about you. And I'm sure I've always said that, hopefully, enough, but you do. You're just like your own person, and you let the world know, and I love that. What do you love about me?
Like I've always said about you to anyone, like you're very caring, you're very giving. He's someone who would give his shirt off his back for someone. I mean, he's honestly like that, especially if you're an animal. I mean, he would do anything for you. If he knew how to change a tire, he might be that person that would pull over to change a tire, but it probably would be a good idea for him to change your tire, just to let you know that.
Shade.
But yeah, Cody is very likes to please people, likes to do things, will go without something for someone else, is what I'm saying. So he was able to help me get retired early and us start this new life in Florida. And at the end of the day, I really appreciate everything he's done for me in the last 11 years.
Is this where we're supposed to kiss?
I don't think so.
He said no. Okay, so that is all 10 questions for this couples test. I thought it went pretty well. I would say I knew the majority of his answers, of course, after 11 years, as did he. But there were a couple that threw me for a little bit of a twist, but I love videos like this. But we need to talk about the Carolina Reaper cheese balls real quick. I knew that these were going to be spicy. I hoped that they were going to be spicy because it would not have been exciting to pop these in my mouth and be like, meh. But like I said, I literally violently threw up off camera. Everything was leaking for a good 10 minutes. Well, we got past it, but I would never ever put these hot balls in my mouth ever again. Makeup and construction tools do not go together, but today I'm gonna try my best to make them go together. Wish me luck. Okay, so I have a variety of tools here, and I'm gonna try my best to incorporate as many of them as I can into my makeup routine. Starting with brows, I think we're gonna go in with this flat screwdriver. So I'm just going to apply some of my brow pencil at the tip of this and see if this actually transfers onto my brow hairs. I Thankfully, they're pretty full.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
I mean, not really, but kind of. Let's try some more.
Okay.
It's like very little, but technically it is going on. Since they're shaped pretty nicely already, I'm just going to apply this onto the flat side. And let's try to like fill them in. Okay, 22 minutes later, and this is what we got. Good enough. And conveniently, I have these little pliers right here.
What?
What?
Because I have a brow hair. Do you see it sticking out on the end? That needs to come out. So let's just... just like that. Who says makeup and tools don't go together? Okay, let's move on to some foundation. I'm going in with my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation, and somehow we're gonna use a hammer. So normally I apply foundation to the back of my hand and then I go in, but today we're gonna apply it on the end of this hammer.
Look at that.
This is probably the most unorthodox video I've ever created on my channel, and I have like 1,300 videos. All I'm saying is, wouldn't it be ironic if my makeup turns out phenomenally beautiful? I feel like that'd be an insult to my regular like makeup artistry. Okay, I really have nothing to blend this out with, so I think I'm just gonna go in with my sponge. But like I said, I'm gonna do my best to incorporate all the tools, but sometimes we're gonna have to take over with some of the huge. Okay, foundation is looking nice and smooth. Love that for me. Next, we're going in with my Born This Way concealer. I think I'm gonna take one of these here, and I'm gonna take probably the flatter one. Yeah, that one right there. I can figure out how to get it out.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
Okay. Oh, and just clicks right in. Love that for me. The same concept for like the brows and the foundation. I'm going to apply my concealer onto this and then go in on my face. Okay, under eye. Down the nose a little bit. Let me steal some from over there. There we go. Forehead. Let's throw a little bit on the forehead. Taking that same damp sponge, just going to start blending this out. As I'm sitting here blending this out, I'm looking at all of the tools that are in front of me, and I genuinely have no idea if or how I could do an eyeshadow look, because how do you apply eyeshadow with like hard surfaces, you know? I don't know yet. I'm literally thinking this through at this moment. We call that winging it. Okay, we're gonna try and set the face with some scissors and my Fenty Beauty Lavender Setting Powder. I'm just gonna like scoop it onto the back of the scissors and like, don't do this, please. This is literally dangerous. Do not try this at home. Okay, let's quickly move away from setting powder because that was dangerous and scary. Don't recommend. And let's go in with some bronzer. I'm gonna go with my Fenty Beauty bronzers. This is in the shade Shady Biz. I think I'm gonna go back with the hammer. I really don't wanna mess this up because it's like Fenty Beauty for God's sakes, but let me try to like, I'm gonna mess it up. Put some on my hammer and just like tap it onto my face. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll blend it out with a sponge. This is ruining it, and she's so beautiful. I mean, not bad, to be honest. I mean, could be much better, but do we have high expectations for the results of this makeup look?
Nope.
No. Okay, bronzer is bringing life back to the face. It's a little orange, but that's okay. I'm gonna move on to some nose contour. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. I think we're gonna go back in with the scissors because I feel like that would make the most sense. So again, I'm just gonna brush this on the end. Ooh, that came out chunky. Ew. Hello, defective.
Nasty.
So let's just paint this down like that and try to make the best of it, huh? I'm gonna look so like hyper-focused in this entire video. My face is just gonna permanently be like, because I'm like super focused. So let's just take this and apply it down sides. Got a little crooked there, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna go with my sponge one last time. Start blending this into place. Why is everything looking so orange on me today? Alrighty, we're looking extremely tan. Extremely tan. Orange, some might say. But tan. Okay, let's move on to blush. So for blush, we're gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution X The Simpsons. This is a liquid blush. This is in the shade. Just kidding, it doesn't have a shade, apparently. I'm honestly loving the hammers, so we're gonna go in with the hammer again. I'm just gonna apply some of this right in the center. Now, cream blush can be very overwhelming, so hopefully this isn't too intense. I'm gonna be like cautious about it and just very gently. I look so much more orange on camera than I do in person. I swear to God, I do not look this orange in person. Let's start blending this in. Ooh, that's pink. That is pink. That is too pink. This is going to be a mess, but like, that's also kind of fun. Let's just work it out as much as we can. How about that? This is a mess, but I also kind of am living for it because who wants to look perfect all the time? I mean, kind of honestly me, but we'll just pretend not for today. Actually, before we do highlighter, we need to set our face with some setting spray. I have no way to apply this other than just to spray it. So we're spraying it. Don't be mad. It's my video anyway. Okay, for highlighter, we're going with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Noctilucent Highlighter Palette. This is one of my faves. I just realized I never took off the little cover off the mirror, but like, we're just gonna leave it there because I've really left it there this long anyway. We're gonna go back in with the pliers because I'm like running out of tools. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna go in with the ruler. Is that a ruler? Is this what this is called? A level? A level. It's a level, not a ruler. Let me just stick to makeup. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the shade Apparition down here at the bottom. I'm just gonna like wipe into it. This is such a mess. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Maggie. And let me just like pop it all over my face. Is that working? It sure is. Okay. She a glitter bitch today. Okay. Just stare at the highlight and you'll forget the rest of the face is literally disgusting. Okay, so I've made the executive decision, again, my channel, my video, to not do an eye look today because all I have left is a tape measure and a couple little bits, and like none of this is safe to put in the eye. Like the scissors with the setting powder was like dangerous enough. I'm not putting anything else literally in my eyeballs because like that would not be cute. So we're gonna go with like a very ugly base, and we're just gonna top it off with some glitter lip gloss. This is from Queen Cosmetics. This one's in the shade Wanderlust. Smells good. So I am still gonna use a tool for this, and I'm just going to brush it. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that pink. Oh yes. I'm just gonna brush it. This is so unsanitary actually, but like, oh well. And just start like, that works. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised it works. This is definitely gonna take a hot second. Maybe not. You can like barely tell. I need so much more than this. Do that SpongeBob part where it's like 4 hours later.
3 hours later.
Let me just get it on. How about that? Instead of trying to be precise, just do like the lip smacking. Okay. She cute. And with that, y'all, this is the final makeup look all complete using construction tools. I don't really know how I feel about this. I feel like it's ugly. The colors are way off. The blending is just not all there. The nose, like, I don't know what's going on. Like this, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was fun to try and be creative with these construction tools, but like, would I do it again? Absolutely not. That is horrible. That is horrendous. That is ugly. Look at it. Look at it. It's makeup challenge time. So a few months ago, I think it was like a few months ago, I did a 100 layers of lip gloss challenge, which was so disgusting to me because I think lipstick is vile on the lips. It just feels disgusting. So today I thought we would zhuzh it up a smidgen and do 100 layers of highlighter. So let's just do it. All right, so for this challenge today, I'm dipping into my Sigma Glow Kissed highlighter palette because there are 6 colors to choose from and I want variety, okay? Variety is the spice of life, or whatever fortune cookies say. So I'm going to start dipping into this. Now I do have 1 layer on, but it's from a few hours ago. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on, just so we're even and fresh. So 1 little layer of highlighter on both. Now I need to grab my mirror, because I can't see anything. And let's just start dipping. So let's just speed run through this. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Already that's disgusting, and there's only 4. 5, 6. I'm just gonna like stay on this area, I feel, because it's easier for you to like really see rather than doing my whole face. This is what, 10? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me flip the brush around. It's already hideous. Let me flip the brush around and dip into a different color. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, texture. Is that texture or is it just horrible highlighter? So I'm actually gonna do 10 of each color and then I'll like start over or do a different one. I don't know yet. So let's move on to the 3rd color. We're moving on to this color now. So we're on 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh my gosh. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and a horrible 30. Yes, baby, blinding. Just a soft, subtle glow is what we're going for. Okay, I'm not actually gonna bore you guys by counting out all 100, but I am gonna keep track and just like skip through. so you're not sitting here for like 4 hours, you know? But we're on 34. This is so hideous. But like, tell me about your day. What'd you do today? What are you doing tomorrow? What are your plans for the weekend? I want to know all the juicy details. Oh my God, this is horrible. Look at my highlighter brush that was white when we started. We're into the golds now. So we are in the 40s now. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Literally, this is the gayest thing I've ever done. I'm literally a human version of a unicorn without the horn. Okay, that is 50. That is horrible. That is horrendous. That is ugly. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, we're dipping into another new color. Oh my gosh, 51, 52, 53, 54. This is so horrible. Oh my gosh, like the literal highlighter is just flying everywhere because there's so much going around right now. Like it's hardly sticking, but like it is. Okay, that palette is fucked up. So let's try out a different highlighter. I'm gonna switch my brush because that one is just demolished now. So I'm gonna try out the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This is in the shade Sparks. We have 40 more to go. 1, 2, oh my gosh, 3. Anyway, as I'm counting this in my head and going through these layers of highlighter to look so beautiful and blinding, I'm literally a living crystal ball. Okay, for the start of layer 80, let's dip into this one from Makeup Revolution. Oh my God, look at this. Isn't that horrible? It's literally just like chalk. Like a streak of just blinding chalk. Like, I have texture on my skin like everybody in the world does, but like this makes it look like just next level. Like, this isn't all texture, just so you know. Like, let me just look to double check. No, a lot of this is just clumpy highlighter. I promise you. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if like somebody went out in public like this? Like maybe I should. Just kidding. I'm not that kind of courageous person. Okay, we have 90 layers of highlighter on, which literally looks like I just painted highlighter on my face. Like one layer, just a nice little glow. 90. So let's dip into something super blinding for the last 10. Let's do a little countdown together. We have 10. We have 9. We have highlighter all over the table. 8. Is it literally my hair? 7. 6, 5, 4. Like at some point, 3, it just like lost its ability to just build up. 2, 1. Oh my God, can you see it flying? Look at that! Look at that. That's literally just chalk. That's just disgusting. And 100. Oh my God. Can you see it flying around? I wish you could see my vanity right now. Like literally, it just destroyed it. Oh my God. I have to like tap it out. Ugh. My lungs are literally filled with highlighter. Like COVID, who? You got highlighter coming after you. My whole entire table is covered. This is disgusting. But yeah. Was there a point to this video? Like, was this really necessary to ruin this beautiful makeup look? No. Did I do it anyway? Yes, because why not? So, I hope you liked this new updated 100 layer challenge. Let me know if there's something else you want me to put 100 layers of on this beautiful face. If not, sorry about it. So we're just gonna call this video complete because there's no appropriate way to like exit out of this video when you look like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I have absolutely no idea what I was thinking when I decided to do today's challenge because there's no way I'm gonna make this look good because today we're attempting the 1 layer makeup challenge. Whew, wish me luck. Okay, so traditionally speaking, when you're doing a full face of makeup, you start off with your primer, then you go in with your foundation, then your concealer, and you go like step by step, blend it all out, you do the damn thing. But today we're just doing 1 layer of makeup. So I'm literally going to apply all of my makeup as if it were like a 1 layer mask and do my best to blend it out seamlessly and make it look good. I don't know, part of me feels like maybe I can pull this one off, and then the other part of me is just like, could it be real? But I'm actually really excited about this, so smash that like button and let's get started. Alrighty, to kick off this hopefully good looking makeup look, we're going in with the One Size Beauty Secure the Blur Primer. I think my biggest struggle is that I'm gonna have to remember, oh wait, no, I'm just gonna have to like remember to not blend everything together as I'm doing it, like just literally put it all over my face and keep moving, and that's gonna be the most difficult thing for me, for sure.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Okay, I already don't like this. For foundation, we're going with my trusty Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect. I don't know, dot this all over. This is not gonna be cute. But like, what if it is? You know, honestly, like what if the traditional way that we all apply makeup is actually like not the best way, and doing stuff like this is gonna make us look the most beautiful? Like, wouldn't that be wild? Okay, next up, we're going with concealer. We're going with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I actually really hate the way this feels on my skin. It's like actually itching me, and I really don't like it. I also don't know why I'm caring about like trying to keep my placement the same with like my concealer, because I'm just gonna blend it and smush it all over the place. So we're just hoping for the best, okay? We're hoping for the best. Ew, this all smells really gross. This is gonna be so disgusting.
That's what she said.
Next, what would I normally do? I would do setting powder, but I'm gonna wait to do setting powder until I figure out how I'm gonna do the rest of this. So let's go with a little bit of a liquid bronzer. This is from the Makeup Revolution X The Simpsons. This is their Treehouse of Horror, I think is what it was called, collection. So I know this stuff is pretty pigmented, so I'm just gonna put a couple dots right around the perimeter of my face, down the sides of my nose. I'd like to say that that's good. For blush, of course, we're also going in with a liquid blush. This is also from the Makeup Revolution X The Simpsons collection. This I know is pretty pigmented, so I'm literally just gonna put 2 little dots. Be very careful with it. I act like this is gonna be the one thing that like ruins the entire makeup look, when by the time I blend this all out, I feel like my face is just gonna be like a dirty, muddy mess. Should that be the title of the video? Like, let me show you how to make a dirty, muddy mess. Hashtag tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of setting powder. This is the new Gerard Cosmetics Slay the Bake Blurring Powder. This is the pink powder. So with this, it's like, I really don't know how I wanna do this. I'm just going to, I don't even know. Let me just tap a little bit into the lid, because I don't know how this is gonna make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense in my mind. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and kind of like, I don't know, it's gonna, I don't want to like start blending anything yet. Let me just like tilt my head back and just tap it on my face. What was that? Stop! You better stop. Okay, so lastly I would go in with setting spray. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to the eyes. But next we're gonna do setting spray. And I'm just going to, I guess, lock this beauty into place, because I definitely want this all over my face. All right, now's the fun part, which is blending it out with my beauty sponge. Attempting to blend it out with my beauty sponge. All right, let's take a deep breath and start blending. So God, I don't know, because, okay, I'll start in the center areas. No matter how I do this, it's not gonna be cute because everything's just gonna get muddy, but I'm gonna try and blend the foundation and concealer areas first, and then try and blend the contour and the blush and the powder into place. Either way, it's gonna get a little bit messy, but we'll do what we can. So I'm gonna blend my foundation down here. Also, the bad thing with this is like over applying. I keep having to like stamp it off on a paper towel, because I definitely over applied product, because obviously as you're blending it out when you're regularly doing your makeup, you know exactly how much you need. Whereas here I just kind of was stamping it and dotting it all over my face and was just kind of hoping for the best. Oh no, I already stamped into the blush a little bit right there. Ugh, it's gonna transfer. Okay, let's turn the sponge around a little bit. Like, do we anticipate this looking cute? No, not anymore. At first I was like, you know what? I think I can probably do this. Successfully. I can do this, but successfully doing it is another whole story. All right, always get the sides of the nose, especially when you have a schnoz like this. You gotta make sure you get all the crevices.
You're on it.
I'm not even taking it down the neck, because like, who cares? But like, look at the concealer and stuff. It just literally, God, it won't blend. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to a different sponge. This one's clean, and try and blend everything else on top. Oh wait, I missed a spot up there. Hold on.
A few moments later.
Anyway, back to this sponge. Let's see if we can blend this all together. Ooh. Yeah, not cute. Everything just dried down so quickly. So we're definitely gonna have to put a lot of work into blending this out, but like, I'm not mad about that. I really should title this video, How to Not Have Cakey Makeup, because this is exactly how you have cakey makeup. I'm actually surprised that it is starting to finally blend out. You just have to like, go in for about an hour and a half. My arm is hurting.
3 hours later.
Y'all, did we do the damn thing or what? Look at that. Like, does it look cakey? Yes. Do my under eyes look kind of gross? For sure, because I didn't set them, I didn't bake them, didn't do any of that stuff. But like, the bronze looks pretty nice. Like, obviously I'm missing a lot. I would definitely like a lot more of a glow with my bronzer. I would like some more blush. I need my highlighter, but I forgot, so too late. But like, the nose doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I am literally shocked. Now, mind you, in person, like, kind of cakey, but to be quite honest, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it does not look that bad at all, especially with these studio lights, because studio lights, I think some people think it makes you look amazing, and sometimes it can, but for the most part, when I'm like looking in a mirror, studio lights, ring lights, all that kind of stuff emphasizes my texture or anything on my skin so much more than if I'm just like walking around in natural daylight or lights around my house, etc. Like, it doesn't help as much as you think it does. It sometimes makes it worse, so I'm actually shocked that it doesn't look too bad. Okay, like I said, we were coming back to eyeshadow, don't you even worry. For eyeshadow, we're gonna go in with the Ofra Cosmetics X Ally Dawson palette. Since this is a 1-layer challenge, we're only gonna dip into the eyeshadow, like one color, one time, and I got a fluffy brush so I can try to diffuse it as much as I can. Is it gonna be a big difference? Probably not, but I think we're gonna go in with a safer color. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the, I wanna say brown, but that's not a good idea, because that could look real poopy real fast. Okay, so we're just gonna dip in here. I'm really gonna coat the brush.
Really gonna coat the brush.
Okay, here we go. So we're just going to do a nice little wash of color, and since I only get to dip one time, I'm gonna do this first little run through right here and immediately go to the other eye and hope that there's some shadow left. If I just keep blending and blending and blending on the first eye, I'm gonna have no product left on the brush. And that's not cute, because like already you can see there's a big difference between this side and this side, so it is what it is. But if we keep blending it out, maybe it'll look somewhat decent. Really, it just looks like I am taking off red eyeshadow and it stained me. Eyeshadow all complete. Oh wait, let's run it underneath the lash line. There's like nothing left on my brush, so I don't even know why I'm bothering, but it'll make me feel better about myself, okay? It'll make me feel better on the inside. All right, for lips, we're gonna do 1 layer of Queen Cosmetics lip gloss. This is in the shade Magic Potion. Now, I picked this gloss specifically because I feel like it's gonna be the most bang for my buck and like show off the most change, if you will, so. Okay. So soft. Okay. I think this was a good decision right here. Okay, this is what 1 dip gets you. I think that's all we're gonna do. No, we do mascara, just kidding. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with a little bit of mascara. I know this is kind of like all over the place because I was like, well, I'll just not do lashes because that doesn't really count as like a layer, but we can do 1 layer of mascara. So I'm only dipping in 1 time to coat all of the lashes, and I think for sure this will be okay. I'm using the Benefit Cosmetics They're Real Magnet Mascara. I mean, that like helped a little bit. Not really, but kinda. Okay, lastly, we're gonna do brows. Again, I have no idea why I'm going in this order, but we're using dip brow. So again, I'm just gonna load up the brush 1 time. Normally I use a brow pencil, but you can't really use a brow pencil and somehow only do it 1 time because it's a brow pencil, it's never ending. You know what I mean? So just loading it up 1 time, and all the product I have on this brush is all I get to use. So we're just gonna try and line these up a little bit better. Thankfully, my brows are rather full and they're still looking okay as far as shape. So this should be not a big deal. I'm gonna flick upwards at the beginning of my brow. I mean, thank God I put something in my brow. That's much better. This one could be a lot better, but that one's looking okay. Okay, and with that, I think this is the final look all complete. I wish this wasn't the final look, but it's what you get. Let's break this down a little bit. I thought at the beginning it would be kind of decent. And then as I was going through, I was like, okay, this is definitely not gonna be decent. And just all the products globbed all over my face, definitely a disaster. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised that everything blended out really nicely, not gonna lie. And the longer it's sitting on my face, the better it's actually looking. It's definitely looking a lot more smooth. Definitely I'm getting some creasing right here, here, and underneath my eyes because like, hello, I didn't actually do my makeup correctly. I didn't set, I didn't bake, didn't do any of the things that I normally would. Obviously, all the products are mixing together in a way that they really shouldn't be. We need to layer makeup. We don't need to mix it all together because that's just not how it's formulated to be used. So that aside, overall, it's okay. I'm just surprised that we got enough eyeshadow loaded up onto that brush to put a little bit on both sides. But at the end of the day, I feel like the makeup look I'm giving you guys right now is very like, I'm 6 years old and I broke into my mom's Mary Kay makeup bag and she came home and saw this. Would I say this challenge was a success? Yes. Am I happy with the turnout? Moderately so. I'm gonna give this like a strong 6.5 out of 10. What would you rate it? So as you all probably know by now, I absolutely love makeup challenges. I haven't done one in a while, so that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I thought we would do the 100 layers makeup challenge. What product do I wanna put 100 layers of onto my face? And I was like, well, what product do I hate the most? And y'all know I hate lip gloss. Like, I'll wear it once in a blue moon, but I'm not a fan of lip gloss. So like, what better way to torture myself than to put 100 layers of lip gloss on? Okay, first and foremost, before we even get this lip gloss challenge going on, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also make sure you smash that like button because I'm torturing myself for your entertainment and pleasure. So I feel like that's deserving of at least a like. So let's just get started. I'm going to do like as many layers on camera as I can. I'm not doing 100 layers on camera because that would just be like forever long. So I'll do as many as I can on camera and you'll just love it. Okay, so just jumping right into this, let's start with layer 1. Okay, she's cute, she's glossy. We got a long way to go though. Do layer 2. I can only imagine how many times I'm going to lick my teeth during this video because I'm so paranoid of getting anything on my teeth as it is. That's why I don't like lip gloss, but like, do it for the views, hopefully. Ha! Do it for the views. Ugh, I already hate this. Okay, layer 4. How are you guys doing today? I guess we might as well just sit here and chit chat because it's gonna be a long video and an easy video. So like, how y'all doing? How y'all been? What are your plans? What are you thinking about? Are you going on vacation? If you are you traveling? Are you not? Are you being safe? Are you not? Well, I know. Ugh, this is nasty already. This is 7. I'm trying my best to keep track. This is 7. My lip shape is already starting to go. Ugh. Nasty. Ugh. This makes me want to gag. Okay. This is a good start. Let's keep it going. I just want to know who in their right mind was like,
oh my gosh, you know it'd be a great idea? Let's put 100 layers of insert product on our face. Wouldn't that be so funny?
I think the first product I ever saw, or the first video I ever saw that's like 100 layers was nail polish. And this nail polish was like stacked up like this high on someone's finger. It was the nastiest thing I've ever seen, but also like pretty cool. Ugh, this is nasty. Let's change colors though, like why not? Let's see some Bella & Co gloss now. 13. Ooh, this smells good though. I said ew, this smells good, but like, ew, it smells good. The things I do for your entertainment, right? Ooh, look at that. That's disgusting. 14. Oh, it's chunky. Oh my God. Y'all better comment down below what you're thinking right this moment. Oh, I'm gonna barf. 15. It's gonna be all in my teeth. Bye-bye pearly whites. Actually, they're not that pearly. I need to bleach them, it's been a little bit. This is 15. This is literally my worst nightmare come true. That's a thumbnail. It's also a screenshot. 17. Will I lose track at some point? Probably, but it's gonna be as close to 100 as I can manage. Ew, the lines are like, ugh, nasty. 18. So soft though. Why is this burning my lips? It literally is burning my lips. Ugh, it's disgusting. Okay, here is layer 20. This is literally burning me. Okay, we're gonna need to speed this up a little bit because y'all don't got all day to watch me do this. Okay, we're going back to the clear Morphe. This is 21. Okay, you guys, this is layer 30. Oh my gosh. Can I even get to 100, honestly? Ugh. Why is this exhausting? This is work. I thought this was gonna be quick and easy. It's not. This is layer 30. We're going in with this Morphe gloss. I'm just gonna like ruin all my products, but like whatever. 31. Oh gosh. 32. Okay, jump cut to 50. This is layer number 50. This is so nasty and I feel so disappointed in myself and my mom is probably disappointed in me. 51. Oh. Ew, oh my God. It's gross. I deserve better than this. I deserve more subscribers for this. I'm just gonna look in the monitor. Okay, this is layer number 60. Oh my God. I don't have any lips. This looks like I have an infection. Kiss me. I found a new gloss. This is a Pat McGrath one and it's really sparkly. So let's throw it in. 61. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, why did I ruin this? That's pretty. Look at that. Yes. Okay. I'm just ruining all my glosses, but like I also don't really care because I don't like them. So like whatever. 61. This is gorgeous. And like honestly, why does this look like it fixed my lips? Well, my lower one. I mean, that's kind of a stretch, but like whatever. It's an improvement. Like it is though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Back to Morphe. Why? I'm gonna barf. This is literally like what children do, like when they get into their mom's makeup.
Mom, look, I'm pretty.
And the mom's like, yeah, baby, you're so cute.
This is layer 70. We're getting there. I'm sorry that you have to watch this. 71. But like if I had to do this, you gotta watch. Watch me lose like all my subscribers because they're just disgusted. Like I'd understand. This is layer number 80. Oh my gosh, we're getting close. I don't know how many layers I'm actually gonna show on camera because nobody wants to sit here and like watch me speed up 100 layers. Like that's kind of ridiculous. Like just know I'm doing this video, I'm doing all 100 no matter what, whether you see them all or not. Oh, I got it in my teeth. I crunched it. Okay, we are on layer 90. Here's 90. Oh my god, we are so close. If you've made it this far, however this far is, it was in my teeth. Ugh, that's nasty. 93. If you've made it this far, you better hit that like button by now. I swear to God. 94. I'm pretty. I'm pretty. 95. I'm the prettiest little angel. Pat McGrath is shaking right now. 96. This is... That's nasty. This is how you overdraw your lips. We are so close. We are almost there. Stay with me. 97. I just don't care at this point. 98. Let's get a nice old glob. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at this. This was clear. It is not clear anymore. 99. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's running. Oh gosh, we've made it though. We're here. It's so nasty. The top lip is the worst. I'm gonna use this last bit for the big old...
Stay with me. 100.
Oh my gosh. Oh, oh yes. Oh, I can't imagine the noises and the sound effects that I'm creating right now for you guys. This is my thumbnail. That actually might be. But we did it. That is literally layer 100. I probably did more actually, but oh my God. I can't believe I just ruined such a beautiful look with this. Like, look at these eyes. I actually just did a video, so like, hopefully you've seen it already, but like, I'm never doing this again, but like, let's just do 101 for the hell of it. Like, why not? Like, oh yes. Yes. Okay. Do painter's tools and makeup go together? No. Of course not, but today we're gonna make it go together. I thought it'd be fun to try and do a full face of makeup using synthetic makeup brushes. We have a paint spatula over here. I bought these little painter sponges. I don't really know what people do with these, but it's on Amazon under the painter's tools section. So we're gonna give it a whirl. Let's get started. For brows, we're gonna start off with the ABH Dip Brow. So I'm gonna take just a small angled brush like this because duh, what else would I use for my brows? I haven't used this in such a long time and I'm kind of scared. It's still soft inside, which is kind of shocking. It's been probably like 2 years since I've used this exact one just because I didn't like the Sharpie brows I'd end up getting. Okay, so my brows are already pretty full, which is nice. So I'm just gonna try and line them and fill in any sparse areas just to kind of get them a bit more situated and structured. Let's just connect the tail end right here. And then underneath, I just have this little section right at the arch that I need to fill in a little bit. And then for the front, I'm just gonna lay my brush kind of flat and flick upwards just to fill them in a smidge, not too much because again, we want to stay away from those blocked Sharpie brows. Okay, that's not bad actually. Not bad at all. It's been a hot second, like I said, since I've used Dip Brow, so I'm a little apprehensive, but not bad. I am gonna cheat and use a spoolie just because there isn't one in here and I do want to make them look kind of nice, you know? I mean, not bad at all actually. The brows are looking good enough. This one is great. This one, me. So let's go in foundation. I'm gonna use my trusty Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect. This is in the shade 00 Light Natural. As always, I'm just gonna pump this onto the back of my hand, and you can tell this is my trusty favorite because I'm literally running out. This is not gonna be enough to do this whole face. Milani, come on. Why am I acting like it's their fault when I didn't restock? Just kidding, I have an extra one on the side. I didn't even realize it. Oh, that'll be enough. Okay, so for this, I dampened, is that a word, dampened? We're gonna go with that. Actually, this one's wetter, like me.
You're coming home with me.
So I'm gonna use this for my foundation. I'm just gonna stamp into this and see how it goes. I'm hoping this works well. I don't know what I'm anticipating, but hopefully it blends nicely. Ooh. Right away, we're gonna go with ooh. This is not cute. Ooh, that's not cute. Well, that's not cute at all. This is very, very blotchy, gross. Maybe it'll blend out nicely, but In person, not cute. It pretty much looks like if your foundation were to separate throughout the day, it's giving that right away.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All I can hope for is that if I just do a couple layers, that maybe it'll fill in and kind of like solidify, because right now my entire face looks like static. It's giving that girl that like climbs out of that TV and like kills people in like 7 days. Like her, like, yeah, this is giving me static. Like, that's what I think of immediately. Oh my God, this is giving nothing. This is giving nothing good. Okay, literally 4 layers of foundation later, literally 4 layers. It's good enough to move on to concealer. So now we're gonna go in with the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. For this, I'm actually just gonna apply it on the back of this painter spatula, and then we'll kind of go in wherever we need to go. Like, yes, I could use a brush for this, but also I wanna kind of like use more than just brushes for this video, you know what I'm saying? And we'll take it up diagonally. Okay. As I'm applying this, I immediately remember why I don't like this concealer, and that's just because it runs very, very yellow. Okay, let me just plop some in the middle of my forehead. Normally this is supposed to be a circle, but we're not gonna get a real good circle with a spatula. Okay, so I'm gonna take one of those little painter sponges again and start blending this out. Again, it looks atrocious right off the bat. It literally just looks like I'm separating my makeup, and I'm actually probably literally separating my makeup. But I'm gonna try my best and kind of see what we get out of this. At the end of the day, it's just meant to be fun. I don't expect to end this video looking like a snatched god. I just expect to like look decent. Wow, this is just separating so badly. I'm really nervous about my under eyes. This is not comfortable on the skin at all. Like, I didn't expect it to be, but like, it's just not. It's literally like a Brillo pad. But I did not expect this. Oh my God, it's literally yellow.
Oh my God.
I did not expect this to look good underneath my eyes, especially because like, hello, fine lines, texture, all the things that humans have. And this is just obviously accentuating and like making it a million times worse. Wow, oh my effing God.
What the fuck? Then what? Then what?
Okay, I need to go wet this again because it's dry as hail. Okay, after a lot of work and adding a little bit of a lighter, brighter concealer, it's not as yellow, but the tones are definitely off. The undertones are not what I want them to be, but my under eyes hurt so badly because the skin under your eyes is sensitive as it is, it's delicate, and going in with something that's like basically sandpaper, not fun, don't recommend. So I'm gonna try and fix this a little bit more with some setting powder. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Lavender Setting Powder, one of my favorites, and hopefully that little bit of purple undertone will cancel out the yellow a little bit. So I'm just gonna use a flat little rounded brush for this and kind of set this into place. I'm just gonna tap it in, and of course it's gonna go everywhere, but it is what it is. At the end of this video, my skin is gonna be so cakey, and I'm kind of known for having a really nice complexion. I just love my technique, but this on the other hand, not cute. Okay, I've let this sit on my face for a few seconds. I'm just gonna take a small artistic fan brush. This is basically the same as a regular fan brush that nobody really uses anyway. And we're just gonna brush this away. I feel like this is the best option just because it's light and fluffy. If I use anything more dense, it's obviously gonna really, really mess up my makeup, which at this point might not be a bad thing. And honestly, in person, most of that yellow from the concealer is basically gone. Like, it's definitely been salvaged, like, thank God. Alrighty, let's move on to my favorite part of my makeup routine, and that is bronzer. We're going with my tried and true Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Into Sun. Again, I'm gonna go with that fan brush because all the rest of the brushes are very flat and dense, and this is the only one that would make sense. And also, I don't want to destroy this bronzer any more than I have because I actually went in with this with a hammer in a doing my makeup with construction tools video, and I don't want to cause any more harm to her because she's amazing. So this, I'm just gonna start stamping over the high points of my face. Anywhere I put my bronzer normally is where I'm gonna put it today, of course. I'm just gonna have to definitely go into this a lot because it's very flat, and since the brush isn't super dense, it's not picking up a lot, but it's also not dense enough to where it's nice and airy and fluffy, which is what I like, that really diffused kind of bronze glow. So I'm just gonna kind of stamp this in, and then I'll try and work it out as best as I can to kind of ultimately get that bronzing effect. So we're just gonna go around the perimeter of my face, bring some life back into this face because right now we're looking dead, we're looking gross, and we don't want that. Okay, so bronzer is not looking too bad. It could definitely be better, but it's really, really starting to bring my face together and fix a lot of the things that weren't looking so cute. We do need to do some nose contour, and again, I'm gonna go in with kind of a flat angled brush like this. I just feel like this would be the best option out of all these brushes. I'm just trying to use as many of them as I can. So again, we're going in with the same Fenty Beauty bronzer, and I'm just gonna kind of take a line right down the side of my nose, pretty much what I normally do, but I always like to flick it upwards into my brow, just to connect them slightly. I don't know what this really looks like on camera yet. Ooh, that's harsh. Don't worry, we'll blend it out. But in person, my skin is not looking cute, and it makes me kind of upset because normally my skin looks kind of cute. Okay, we're going back with this beauty and kind of stamping over it just to soften it up a little bit. So this should do okay since I'm just blending out a powder product and not really applying anything. I'm just being very gentle with it because I don't want to disturb the foundation underneath it because wouldn't want my face to look disgusting or anything. Let's move on to blush. So I'm gonna go in with my new favorite. This is the One Size Beauty Cheek Clapper Blush Trio. This, I'm just gonna take a flat, what is this called? Painter's brush? Good God. Now with this, I wanna be careful because this is pretty dense. So if I go with this shade at the top, I feel like it's gonna be way too much. So I'm gonna go with just the shade in the middle. This shade is called Yes Sir.
That's what she said.
Definitely wanna tap off the excess on that. And I'm just going to like, oh my God, it's still gonna be so intense. Oh, it's so blinding, it's so blinding. And I tapped it off too, like twice. Maybe I can blend it out enough to where it's not gonna look terrible, but oh my God. It's gonna be a sharp blush moment today, oh my Lord. Let me just get it on the other side too, just so I can have something on my face, and then I'll just try and blend it out as best as I can. Oh my gosh. Let me turn this brush sideways, that way it's not as harsh of an angle. And if I just like keep smacking it, I think it's kind of blending it out. That's not horrible. I'm definitely gonna stamp back over it with my foundation sponge, I guess, that's what it even is. This has a little bit of foundation left on it, which isn't a bad thing because it should help tone it down. Oh no, this is the one with concealer, I believe. I think this is the foundation one. They're all starting to kind of look the same on these sponges. But let's kind of stamp that over and hopefully it tones it down a bit. Yeah, let me just keep working this in. That's definitely, okay, that's definitely helping. I mean, look over there. That's harsh AF. Over here, much softer. Okay, we're salvaging it. This whole entire video is just gonna be me freaking out about how badly something looks and then fixing it somehow. Let's get some setting spray on because, duh, I wanna keep this on all day. I mean, wouldn't you? So we're gonna go with the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. This has a 16-hour wear, which for most people, I don't know why you'd want makeup on your face for 16 hours, because for me, that's a hell no. It smells strange, but I know Milani setting spray works so well. It's absolutely one of my favorite brands ever. Like, sponsor me, please. Okay, a little bit more. That's it. Okay, lastly for my base, we're going in with my absolute favorite Blend Bunny Cosmetics Noctilucent Highlighter Palette. So cute, and if you just happen to see some highlighter fall out, that's because I went in with construction tools last time I used this and kind of dug into it, which isn't cute, so sorry, Blend Bunny. But I will say the highlighter was so blinding on my face, it literally worked like a charm, and it was a 10 out of 10, but that's besides the point. So I'm gonna go in with shade Far Out here. It's so hard to catch the light to really show you, but the actual reflect in this is very, very purpley, and I love that. I'm just going to kind of coat my brush as best as I can. Yeah, you see the purple? Yeah. I'm just going to fan this all over. I love this highlighter so much because it's very glittery, because I'm the first person to be like, I'll skip the highlighter, not my favorite thing, but just the way this catches the light is so beautiful. And there's so many different shades to choose from. There's 6 shades to choose from to be exact, and they all have such beautiful shifts in them. I will say be careful if you have textured skin, just because this will accentuate the texture a bit. And for most people, myself included, if we have some texture, we don't typically want to bring attention to it, you know? You want to hide it. Like, look at that. That is so beautiful. That purple. But you see, I had this little zit that decided to pop up overnight after just yesterday talking about how beautiful and clear my skin finally was. This bish shows up and accentuates it, but we're all human, we have skin, we have texture. People can get over it. Okay, for eyes, I've decided I'm gonna do one eye off camera just so I can kind of gather my bearings or whatever people say, just so I can kind of figure out what brushes I wanna use like on the spot and kind of come up with something simple but workable. If that's a word, I don't know. We're making up all kinds of words today, but I'll be right back and then I'll show you how to do the other eye. Okay, this is the look I came up with. Super easy, super simple, because more than anything, I needed it to be super simple and super easy. So we're going in with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Dollhouse palette. So I'm starting off with a flat brush like this, dipping into the shade Vintage. And I'm just gonna start by stamping this on my inner and outer corners. The more you can make it a circle right now, the better. I know this is like a square brush, but the more I can make it a circle, the better. Not gonna lie, this brush actually gets into my inner corner much better. I can really actually hit that inner corner like all the way in. And I love that for me. Like if y'all catch me using actual like painter's brushes for eyeshadow in the future, like don't clock me. Now I'm taking a rounded brush and we're gonna dip into the shade Pose. Okay, for this I'm just gonna start stamping it on all around the edges just to soften it up. It's okay if you start losing some of that core pigmentation of the first shade, meaning it gets lighter, as you can see it is. We can go right back in with a little bit of that first darker shade just to build it up a little bit more. At the end of the day, whatever you like is all that matters. Okay, that's looking good. So now I'm gonna go in with another flat rounded brush. This one's much larger. I'm gonna dip into the shade Pin Curls, which is this beautiful shimmer here at the top. Now this, I'm gonna tilt my head back just so it doesn't get all over my face. And I'm just gonna stamp this in anywhere that there is not currently eyeshadow. What I like to do is also take it over into the shadow that is there just slightly, just to kind of blend it in. You're gonna get more of a gradient effect that way. And for me having hooded eyes, I like to take it up a bit higher than my crease so that when I blink, you can see it a bit more. Then take that flat brush that we were just using a second ago and kind of blend everything together as best you can. Just stamp, stamp, stamp. Usually does a great job. Okay, so for under eye, we're gonna go in with a very thin brush. I'm gonna go in with the dark shade we've used first, which was Vintage. And this I'm just gonna run all underneath my lower lash line. Just keep going all the way across, outer corner, inner corner, and just flick it pretty quickly just so it kind of blends itself out rather easily. Okay, let me throw on some liner, mascara, and lashes, and I'll come back to show you the lip. Okay, I'm back. What do we think? I think the eyes look stunning. I was having a lash moment, but we're past that. It's okay. Time for the final step with this routine, which is lips. Okay, so for lips, I'll be trying out a new shade of the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Matte Lip Cream. So this is in the shade Runaway. I smell all my makeup, I don't know why. If I've never used it before, I just wanna know what it smells like. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put this on the back of my hand to see the color. Beautiful dark brown, I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of this on the back of my hand just so I can use a brush and scoop out of it. I'm gonna be going with a brush like this. Okay, so let me just load up the brush and start going to town. I'm just gonna kind of go all over first and then get a little precise with it. That's a pretty color. Now my worry is that since this is a lip mousse, it's not as opaque, which means I might need a couple layers. Okay, here you have it, a full face of makeup using painter's tools. Now, not gonna lie, from the beginning, I actually thought this was gonna go better than it did. I don't think it's bad, by all means. This is definitely like good enough for like sitting inside my house and not leaving and going anywhere. Like, do I even wanna take Instagram photos? To be decided. I just assumed that using paintbrushes, since they're kind of similar to regular makeup brushes, that like things would just blend out a little bit better and easier than it did and apply better, and it took a little bit of extra work. What I really was most surprised by were these bad boys, these painter sponge things. Like, feeling the texture of them, they're very coarse, they're very scratchy, but I just assumed because they're spongy that it would just, like, it would apply foundation and my concealer better. We had a few hiccups with the concealer. That was a shade issue, not necessarily a product issue. It's still a little bit yellow, don't love it, but again, did we have super high hopes and expectations? Absolutely not. But did we do the damn thing in the end? We sure as hell did. Please, 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 in the comments below, let me know what you thought about today's video and what else you'd like to see me apply my makeup with next. I'm thinking kitchen utensils, but you tell me.
What?